Good morning to you and happy Friday. I'm Leeanna Mclean for the Weather Network. It's Father's Day weekend and here's our developing stories. We're going to track severe storms across parts of the country. The humidity returns for parts of eastern Canada and Father's Day washout. Where will this be? Let's break down all of your weather details. But first, a look at a live webcam here in Fredericton, New Brunswick. Clear right now, but we could see some showers into the afternoon. Ottawa looking at some overcast skies, and in Winnipeg, same too as well. We just see some clouds in the forecast currently. This is our current systems and radar, watching an upper level low in parts of northern Ontario, high pressure. And this is our special weather statement that's in place for the Okanagan Valley. And that's currently because we're going to see some gusts up towards 50 kilometers per hour, southerly winds in parts of the Okanagan. So this could increase shoreline erosion as well as some shoreline flooding with this. Our additional rainfall forecast through Saturday, so parts of the eastern lower mainland will see some showers, but anywhere north of Vancouver it should be primarily dry for your Saturday. This is our storm energy forecast through Friday afternoon. Along this disturbance we can see some pulse storms. So what pulse storms are they're quick, so they fire up really quickly and then die quickly as well. So it's not the same as unusual thunderstorms. And this is our thunderstorm risk for Friday, isolated severe just south of Edmonton. I want to show you Deb. She has some details about the Father's Day weekend forecast. Thunderstorms on the way. Here's a look at our thunderstorm risk for Friday in parts of northern Ontario. Note that isolated severe right there. That's just south of Timmins and north of Sudbury. So we can see some heavy rainfall and some strong winds associated with this risk. And this is a look in southern Ontario as well. We're going to see the widespread risk Friday. Heavy rainfall, strong winds the primary threat. This will be along parts of the Golden Horseshoe too as well. GTA could see a shower. Now we're going to see some upper level energy develop. It's a potent part of the system when we're looking at thunderstorms here. That is going to move in. Now we do need a trigger. With thunderstorms to develop, we're looking at moisture instability and a lifting mechanism. And we'll see this Father's Day risk of showers and thunderstorms as well as we see this low pressure system move in to parts of southern Ontario. So now looking at Sunday for Father's Day, there is the potential for some showers, but they'll come probably about through the afternoon. The evening there will be pockets of dry conditions for us. Now coming up, I want you to stick around. We're going to show you tanning without sun exposure. Is that really possible? We'll have all of those details in an upcoming study, but stick around. We have all of your local details right now. It's Father's Day weekend and we have lots of weather to break down for you. Hey fathers, if you're going to get in a round of golf, well, you may not be able to, and this is why we've got a building ridge for the west coast, but showers for the east. Now I do want to bring you to the prairies first. We have energy crossing the Rockies that's going to bring the risk of thunderstorms across parts of Alberta in through southern Saskatchewan. We've got a lot of energy in place here. The humidity returns for southern Ontario, and we also have that risk of thunderstorms in place. Isolated severe for parts of, just north of the Toronto area, Greater Toronto area. It's going to be increasingly unsettled. And in Atlantic Canada, it's going to be cool in Newfoundland. But take a look at this. Your 7 days, St. John's, is pretty much incredible as we get to about the Monday mark. You're going to see about 4 consecutive days of temperatures over 20 degrees. Here's Share Your Weather.
You know, the rocks and everything, it's just melts you.
It really does, and so does this story. It's incredible. In Venice, Nova Scotia, courtesy Photo Cape Breton, we definitely always encourage you to send in your photos and videos, only if it's safe to do so. If we have severe thunderstorms, definitely want to head indoors. This is Mount Tremblant. Can you get a better picture than that? Beautiful blue skies with some greenery in there. And in Windsor, Ontario, that looks like a storm's brewing, but we do have that pink skyline, just breathtaking with the waters. We have Hopewell Rocks once again in New Brunswick. That was courtesy of Nate, our reporter there. Beautiful. And this is always encouraged. Please send in all your photos and videos. It's Friday and you've made it to the end of the work week. Congratulations. And it's Father's Day, so you definitely want to head outdoors to enjoy some of the weather. In BC, we're watching a system that will bring showers. That's for Sunday through parts of the eastern lower mainland. A low pressure system for northern Ontario bringing the risk of storms today. Widespread showers too as well. We do have some showers in the forecast for parts of southern Ontario, and this brings us to the Long Ranger. we have a ridge building into the west, and it's going to bring temperatures back to the seasonal mark. But check out this. We've got. Thanks for that, Christy. I'm really excited for you. Can't wait for you to head up to there. Now, this is a look at our storm center setup for Sunday afternoon. You need 3 ingredients when it comes to thunderstorm risk. So it's instability, moisture, and a lifting mechanism. So across southern Ontario, there's a widespread risk of thunderstorms. Note, there is isolated severe too for parts of the 402 in southwestern Ontario. It's Father's Day weekend, and we have lots of weather details to talk about. Hey, for any of you fathers out there wishing to get a round of golf in, you may not be able to, and I'll tell you why. Here's our developing stories. We're tracking severe storms, humidity returns for parts of southern Ontario, and a Father's Day washout. Who will see that? Let's break it down. Here's a look at our live webcams. Cape Breton looking absolutely gorgeous this morning. Clear skies, cloud cover in Ottawa, and down in Winnipeg, we do see some cloud cover too as well. Conditions will change. We have a few systems on the go for our Friday. An upper level low in parts of northern Ontario going to bring the risk of some thunderstorms and some showers possible for parts of southern Ontario. Now, we do have a Pacific system that we are watching for Friday evening. That is going to bring some showers as we get through the weekend. By Saturday into the overnight into Sunday, parts of eastern lower mainland will see these showers. It should be dry for the most part anywhere north of Vancouver. Our additional rainfall forecast shows where those heavier downpours are relegated to. So like I said, just north of Vancouver, parts of Abbotsford could be seeing some of this wet weather as well. Our thunderstorm risk map for the prairies, we're seeing this disturbance bringing the risk. Isolated severe just south of Edmonton. I do want to show you this, Fizz. We'll bring it away, but look at that. Fantastic. We always encourage you to send your photos and videos in to us, only if it's safe to do so. So our thunderstorm risk with an upper level low. Here it is, widespread in nature across northern Ontario. That isolated severe just about south of Timmins and north of Sudbury. Heavy rainfall, small size hail, and strong winds, your primary threat for your Friday. And in southern Ontario, widespread in nature too as well. Parts of the Golden Horseshoe involved in that. Isolated severe, like I said, just north of Sudbury. I want to bring you outdoors to Mark. Well, Mark, we're watching the humidity build in through parts of southern Ontario. It's really going to influence some of these thunderstorms. And 3 ingredients we need is instability, moisture, and a lifting mechanism. We're watching this for Sunday afternoon for your Father's Day.
It's just melts you.
It truly does. Definitely want to check out that spot if you can, if you're heading to the East Coast. Here's our weather events. We have a building ridge from the south for BC, going to bump temperatures up quite significantly. And we're watching energy crossing the Rockies, widespread risk of thunderstorms across Alberta, central and southern portions through southern Saskatchewan. Here's Chris Murphy with a look at the Father's Day forecast. Top 5 coming up next in Force of Nature. With Canada's 150th anniversary this year, you know, national parks are going to see more tourists than usual. It's very important to keep these bears and other wildlife alone. Just keep them, let them do their thing. So if you've ever taken a bear warning lightly, allow this video to change your mind. For your Saturday, we do have showers in the forecast for parts of the prairies, risk and central Ontario as well. And that comes the risk of thunderstorms. Now in Atlantic Canada, it will be cool, especially for Newfoundland. But stick around for your 7 days. You definitely want to check it out because we'll see temperatures into the 20s for places like St. John's. That's next week. But Sunday, for your forecast, we do have widespread showers, the risk of storms for southern Ontario, isolated severe as well for portions of southwestern Ontario, and more rain in the forecast. I want you to stick around. We'll have more of your details in the locals, and that starts now.
It's just melts you.
It really does, and so does this story. It's incredible. In Venice, Nova Scotia, courtesy Photo Cape Breton, we definitely always encourage you to send in your photos and videos, only if it's safe to do so. If we have severe thunderstorms, definitely want to head indoors. This is Mount Tremblant. Can you get a better picture than that? Beautiful blue skies with some greenery in there. And in Windsor, Ontario, that looks like a storm's brewing, but we do have that pink skyline, just breathtaking with the waters. We have Hopewell Rocks once again in New Brunswick. That was courtesy of Nate, our reporter there. Beautiful. And this is always encouraged. Please bring in, send in all your photos and videos. I want you to stick around. One of our top videos of the day gets a special viewing in Force of Nature. That's in about 3 minutes. But first, a look in your own backyard with our local forecast.